exercise the power, yeah.
Everybody online, everybody in class, remember tonight is the Shabbat. Let's try above all nights to keep our mind in the spirit, locked in, no confusion, no madness. Try to focus in on the things that the Most High wants us to work on. I'll do these little announcements. I'll take quick questions, something quick, and then we're going to go into this class tonight. We're going to go into this topic. I don't want to take too much time on questions. So, for the new brothers and sisters, or the ones that y'all been hitting people with flyers with, this is majority for them. I know a lot of you already know this. Our class schedule is up there, okay? And our locations. We have class in Houston, Virginia, Rochester, San Antonio. Support the things we're doing. The Blog Talk Radio, Mashaba does, and the brothers that do that with him. There's some old classes on there. Truthfully, there's old classes on all of our channels. We go back a while on all of our channels. So check those out. Topics, a lot of different topics we touch on. And in the beginning of these classes, we touch on questions. So you're going to get a mouthful when it comes to all of our channels. So support all the channels that we have up there. We got a lot of things going on, all right? One of our biggest announcements is the Passover coming up, okay? Passover coming up. That's coming up April 17th. So we all of our schools, I know a lot of Hebrew Israelites are getting ready for the Passover. And this is one of our high holy days we take the most serious above all, okay? So if you want to come, show up to where we're gathering at, it's going to be in, the Passover is going to be in Houston, right? Yeah, the Passover is going to be in Houston. So if you want to come be part of that, feel free. If you're coming with love, respect, unity, brotherhood, and sisterhood, come through. We would love to have you. All right? If you didn't sign up, we're going to do our best to get you a chair. All right? Get you some food. All right? But you're welcome. All right? We have Purim coming up on Purim's coming up on, what day we got up there? Purim. 14th to the 15th? 14th to the 15th of this month, we have Purim coming up. So, another high holy day we take serious. We get together. And one thing in partaking with Purim, it says they gave gifts one to another. And that's what we do on Purim. We give gifts one to another. All right? And commemorating the feast. And rejoice for those 2 days. All right? Right. So, Hebrew Academy, if you want to be part of that and you feel that you want to step up from being a member and become a priest, please, you can join us for Hebrew Academy. It's a commitment. It's a dedication. So know that when you commit and you dedicate, you have to be responsible. If you want to get a hold of me at CHAAZAQYA, our numbers are up there. If you want questions for counsel, all right? If you're not coming with madness, argument, foolery, feel free to hit us up. We are at your service. If you want to give, all right, and help out the schools in any way, the information will be up there. And as always, we thank all you brothers and sisters that help us out. And whatever you do, we appreciate you. That's 100. All right? So we're going to open up with a quick question. Quick questions. If not, we're going to go right into this topic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To edify, I was just wondering, like.
To edify what? What you want me to edify?
No, just like, define the word edification, because I meant to and I forgot to end up doing
Edification?
Yeah.
Oh, let's look it up.
Yeah.
Test. Oh, give me some batteries. Yeah, let's look it up. Look up the word edification. Go ahead. What you got?
Edification, Webster 1828. Instruction, improvement of the mind in any species of useful knowledge.
Right. Instruction of the mind. Read it one more time.
Instruction, improvement of the mind
Right.
in any species of useful knowledge.
Right. Instruction of the mind. Right. And what?
Instruction, improvement of the mind.
Improvements. Instruction and improvement of the mind.
Of the mind in any species of useful knowledge.
Y'all got any other one on that?
Con.
What you got?
We're looking at edification, right?
Edification, edify, yeah.
Edification, a building up in a moral or religious sense, instruction, improvement and progress of the mind in knowledge, in morals, or in faith and holiness.
I was just going to say instruction when you asked, but it really goes a lot deeper, the definition. So I like instruction, improvement of the mind. So that's what edification is. All right? Any other questions? Yes.
I have a question online. It says, what does SELAH mean?
The what?
What does SELAH mean? S-E-L-A-H.
Oh, Salah. Oh, Salah means forgive. Salah means to forgive. Like you would hear us say Salah. It's not Salah? Oh, Salah. Okay, I didn't hear her. Sorry. Salah. Right. So that's like an ending. Like amen. So be it. Amen means like so be it. That's what Salah is. But we can look that one up too. Let's look it up in the Hebrew. We like looking these things up to get a double, triple check. What did it say? Pause?
Yeah, it says that is pause.
What else?
It says Salah, a technical musical term probably showing ascension, pause, or interruption.
Right. Okay. That's a lot better. A situation, pausing, or interruption. So, like, I'm finna pause and go on to my next point. Salah. Right? Pause. Okay, don't turn it into Ebonics now. Alright, what else we got out there? That's it? Okay, nobody got anything in here? La? Okay. Alright, so let's jump into this topic then. Because once again, okay. All right, let's go to, first of all, this topic came up because what's finna come on the world, right? What's going on in the world? And yeah, we know a lot of people are oblivious to the Most High destroying this place, little by little. But it's all the things that the prophecies said would happen, right? The wars, the rumors of wars. Ezekiel 38 is coming up. We touched on that in class. I don't think we were online, but I'm sure one of the schools touched on online, but we didn't touch it online. But we went over Ezekiel 38 and it's just about the last days. And preparing the mind of brothers and sisters dealing with these last days, right? Because a lot of people are going to panic. A lot of people don't know what to do with themselves in these last times, right? Some people are going to make rash decisions, and they're going to have to deal with the consequences for stepping out of wisdom. So the title of this class was, what was it? No Reason to Fear Evil? Let's go into this. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 7. I want to talk about, first of all, the ones that are the only ones that should fear evil. Let's talk about the only ones that should fear evil. Read that.
So, Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
So, first, dealing with this topic, really, you shouldn't be worried if you're not doing no negative. Right? Because we know that the Most High is sending out high elite angels, right? And who these angels sit for?
The wicked.
The wicked. The Most High is sending these angels out for the wicked. So we should be thinking about how to stay clean. And we touched on that too. All right? We touched on what manner of person ought you to be. I'm not going over that again. But how to stay away from negative. It's time to make sure your hands are clean and more clean. Because the only way these spirits and demons can now attack you is by you being on the side of Satan. By you being on the side of demons. Like, who are you surrounding yourself with? Right? What are you around? What are you entertaining? A lot of brothers and sisters still entertain spirits that are going to betray you and attack you. Right? Y'all gotta think about this. A lot of brothers and sisters are still messing with negative people, negative individuals, and you know it because look at your life. Right? You're doing negative. You're around negative, right? What's going to hit you? Negative, right? Go to, let's go to something basic. I didn't even add it in here, but now thinking about it, it goes right with this. Galatians 6 and 7. Go to Galatians 6 and 7, and we're going to go right back to the Ecclesiasticus. Go ahead, read that.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
Go ahead.
For whatever a man soweth, shall he reap.
Right. We got to realize that what you put out, you know how these New Agers try to adopt this, right? The universe, bruh. It's coming back for you, man. Right? It's karma. Right? Well, in a sense, they're true. Right? You know, they try to identify it as, you know, like this just the wind doing this. No. This is something that the Most High put out there. And you reap what you sow. The negative you put out, the negative will be waiting for you at the end of the day. When? When is it going to wait for you? When is it going to be there? Anybody know? When you least expect it, man. Right? When you're comfortable and you're thinking like, what? Oh, you know what? I'm coming to class now. Yeah, but you done did so much dirt. You better make sure you're praying. You better make sure you're keeping your hands clean. Because what you got to see is that just because you walk through the door, that don't mean that all that negative ain't still right behind you, waiting for you to mess up. It's breathing down your neck. Why? Because Satan wants to get what? The advantage. We've been talking about that a lot here in our school, here in VA. Satan is wanting to get the advantage. And he's looking at the ones that ain't aware. Right? That you're dirty. Right? And at any time, the mercy and grace of the Most High can be revoked. Right? You don't know when your day is. When the Most High can revoke that mercy and say, you know what? Get them, boys. Right? You don't know that. So you got to understand that what do you keep putting out there? Right? What negative you keep doing? Go ahead, read that one more time.
Galatians chapter 6, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
Right?
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Right. So we gotta be more aware of what you're putting out in the spirit, because all those negative things are gonna come around. You know what I mean? You said something to the cat in traffic, right? He might just shoot through the car with you and your kids. Might not even hit you. Right? Well, why is that coming? Because all of a sudden, the Most High is just going to let you have one? No. It's because what were you doing? You did something a while back that now this spirit is like, okay, enough is enough. Let them feel it. And this is happening daily, right? So remember, we're still talking about Ecclesiasticus 7:1. Do no evil and no harm shall come unto you. Why? Because you reap what you sow. It's going to keep coming back. Finish that. Did you finish it? You finished it? Okay, go from there. Go to Job 4:8. Go to Job 4:8.
Job chapter 4, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Even as I have seen,
Right?
they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness,
Right?
reap the same.
Y'all got to see this. They that plow iniquity, you're plowing sin. You're plowing negative. When it comes to lust, right? How many times you think you're going to commit adultery and you're not going to deal with the repercussions? Right? When it comes to wrong desires, right? You letting off on a cat that you don't know. You dealing with people the wrong way. That's going to come back. So this is about these times keeping your hands clean, because it's not only about you, right? Like we were talking, it's about who?
Family, brothers.
Yeah, it's about people you around in your vicinity. That's why brothers and sisters really be on, like, man, you can't be doing negative, because all these things are going to come around, and then somebody around you might get smacked. And you, the innocent bystanders in your family, because you did something the other night, right? Y'all better go to World Star. Y'all better look at the news. These cats is constantly letting off. Cats went to a funeral. I seen it on World Star. Issachar went to a funeral. The cat that was killed and shot up the whole funeral. See, like, the Most High is not playing nowadays. He's taking cats out 5,000 at a time. He's taking 5,000. Like, look what he's doing in Ukraine. I mean, it's Ukraine, right? Yeah, look what he's doing over there, man. And you know what hit me today? The scripture said, and we read it in Job, when you read up a verse, it says, whoever perished being innocent. Whoever perished being innocent. And you looking at them crying, and the kids, and all the kids, and they're no homes, they're in tents, and you got to look at it through reality. It says, whoever perished being innocent. right? The ones that the Most High wants to be destroyed in that, they're going to all be destroyed. The ones he wants to survive for future punishment, he's going to have them survive. You reap what you sow, y'all. Read that one more time.
Even at Job chapter 4, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity
Right.
and sow wickedness reap the same.
They reap the same. So we got to be aware. What are you sowing in the spirit, right? So jump back to Ecclesiasticus 7 verse 1.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
Right. You do no evil, so shall no harm come unto you. What harm? What harm? Let's go there. And I'm with you. Go to Ecclesiastes 39:28. Go to Ecclesiastes 39:28.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 39.
We're going to get past that verse, but there's some scriptures that's popping up in my head. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28.
Go ahead.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
That's the harm. Like we're in those times that spirits are created for vengeance. And the Most High is not, he's not, you know, remember back 10 years ago you do something wrong? I know for us, like you warned a brother 10 years ago, it take him 3 or 4 years to fill it, 5 years to fill it. Nowadays, you tell a brother, that's not the way, brother. What happened? It be the next day the Most High smack him, shows him. He get in some altercation. There's some negative being done. And then we come back and we like, well, we told you, we told you don't partake in that. Right? Back in the days, I'm telling you, it used to take a while. You'd be like, man, Most High let this guy have mercy. Not anymore. Right? Come on, read that again.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance. You understand that? And that's what the Most High is letting off on the world. This is what's happening to America. This is what's happening to the world. Right? And like I said, I'm not going to repeat the class we went over. But y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what the Most High is doing. How do we stay from the, what's the word? How do you stay clear of the blast? Right? Because that's what you don't want around you. I'd rather deal with the little skirmishes of brothers and sisters and work through those things. I'd rather deal with that. I ain't got to deal with no gunshots. I ain't got to deal with no murders. You know what I mean? I ain't got to deal with no chopped off heads in Mexico. I ain't got to deal with no bodies. Yeah, right? We ain't got to deal with that.
Yeah, Kodak Black had to have his friend be chopped up.
Look at that. And Kodak Black got the truth from Light of Zion. He said he got the truth from Light of Zion, and what did he do? Clown. He thought it was a joke. Right? He thought it was a game. But the problem is that you're accountable for what you know. Right? So read on.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Right, and the Most High is laying sore strokes on the world right now. He's punishing the wicked. Go ahead.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Right.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right. I know why we're sitting back and we're like, man, like you're looking at the news and you're looking at these people, man, and they just basically started a fire. I say started a fire because they dropped like these, I don't know if it was missiles or something over there in Ukraine by a nuclear reactor, and it started this place on fire to take it over. Bruh, they could have blew up the whole dang city. This guy's off the chain with it. He don't care. Right? But those are the punishments of the Most High. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Huh? Going through a little attitude at the zone, right? A brother checks you. I'll deal with that all day. I don't want no nuke in the front yard. Right? But it's coming. It's good. It's coming, y'all. Who's that knocking on the... Right? It's coming. And it's coming to the ones that are not keeping clean. Your hands are dirty. Your mind, your spirit is wrong. Remember, when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction draweth nigh. So do not think that America's, don't do like the white man. Right? Because Ukraine thought that. We're fine now. War's over. Right? Me and CHAAZAQYA were talking about Taiwan. China wants to get a little bit of Taiwan now. Right? So there could be a little skirmish with them. Right? North Korea, who do they want? South Korea, right? You see? Y'all got to see what's going on while you over here drunk, blunted up. You know what I mean? You dealing with distractions, right? And on the low, you're doing wickedness. You're doing negative. But what's going to happen when these spirits come, these angels come through your town? Right? What happened in Egypt? Those angels swooped over, and everybody that didn't have the mark were perished, right? Most High took the firstborn. What do you think is going to happen to our kids? The kids among us that are wicked. Y'all think this is a joke? I'm telling y'all. What are you going to do when it happens to your children? Job's kids were taken the hell out. And not for lunch. They were taken out. Why? Because they were doing things that were off. Right? Job was righteous, so he what? He lived. But his kids were wiped out. And then the Most High blessed them with what? Another family. Most High is cold. He's like, I'm going to wipe these cats out and I'm going to replace them with better ones. You know what I mean? They wrong. See, the Most High is not thinking like us. So y'all got to see that. How do you protect yourself in these times? It's the spirit. It's the mark. Not the mark of the beast. Right? The mark, the seal in wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Most High it tells you about in Ephesians and Corinthians. Go ahead, read. Come on.
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
And these angels that are doing this, they're pleasing. They're pleasing to the Most High. Kids, families, households. And a lot of the wicked of our people, they like it anyway. You know what I mean? They think they're the Black Rambo anyway. You know what I mean? This nigga, listen. You're 45. Your shotgun ain't gonna do nothing. Right? Your shotgun ain't gonna do nothing, all right? You gotta see that you ain't that hard. The Most High will torture you. Huh? Put your nuts on the dresser and bang it with a hammer. You know what I mean? So you butt together and keep feeding you and feeding you. That's rap music, y'all. They don't even know what we were like. What is he talking about? That's the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, man, that's what the Most High will do. You know, it's funny, but listen, it ain't funny till it comes and hits your door.
Right.
So we got to stay pure. We got to stay in the right mind. I was just reading Ezekiel. I've been in Ezekiel lately, you know, because we went over 38. I was like, I started from the beginning. But he said what? If the father is right, he will live. If the children are iniquity, they will die for their iniquity. If the father is like, you're going to die for your wickedness. So you can be in the middle of your house, the one righteous person, and the whole house fall on everybody, and you somehow it's a plank that didn't fall on you. This happens, y'all. So when he said these spirits are created for vengeance, this is what is going on in this world. Go ahead.
Fire and hail.
Right?
And famine and death.
Read.
All these were created for vengeance.
Go ahead.
Teeth of wild beasts.
Yeah, teeth of wild beasts, animals coming out of nowhere, mauling your kid. You walking with alligators coming out of the water out of nowhere. Bears coming out of nowhere. And just swiping at your kid's neck, your neck. Right? Beasts, teeth of wild beasts. Go ahead.
And scorpions.
Read.
Serpents.
Read.
And the sword.
And the sword. And that's prevalent now here in America, the sword. Right? The Most High they're using the modern day sword to kill each other like dogs in the streets. Especially among our people. Anybody can catch a bullet. Anybody can catch one. Right? So, how do we stay clear of that? Go back. Let's go back. Go to Ecclesiastes 7:1. Read it one more time.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
That's what we have to realize. Let me stay clean. Let me stay away from negative. Let me stay away from negative people. Why do you think we stay in our circle? Who's in the ministry? Who's my friends? Who's my brothers? It's you. You know what I mean? Ain't no but bro, we ain't. When's the last family barbecue you see us go to? You know what I mean? Why? For what? The barbecues you're going to is what? It's foolishness.
Right.
Craziness, madness. Right? You can't even go to the funeral. We had two sisters ask us about the funeral. It's like, what are you going to the funeral for? One person want to kill the other one. Right? You can't go to a funeral and get respect. Time to grieve. They're going to light you up at the funeral. And that's family. We don't care about that. We're going to stick to our circle, brothers and sisters that function on a high level, and we can actually deal on a high level. You see that? We ain't got to pistol whip a brother. We ain't got to tote guns. Why? Why don't we got to tote guns? Because we ain't doing nothing wrong to tote guns. You know what I mean? You ain't around that, so you ain't. Why I got to tote a gun? You know what I mean? The Most High's got to deal with all that. We done had threats. We done had cats said they were going to shoot us. We done had disgruntled cats online. You know what I mean? I don't say nothing. I'm like, y'all don't understand who we dealing with. We dealing with a higher power, bro. You can't threaten us, especially when you're doing right. Right? I wouldn't cap if there was some negative or secret sins that is holding you back from being clean. Right? Go ahead.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
Go ahead.
Depart from the unjust.
Wait a minute. Hang around with the unjust.
Depart from the unjust.
Bruh, you steady trying to be friends with the world. You trying to be friends with people that got repercussions coming to them. The fire is finna come to them. But why you want to be around them? Because you still haven't let go. You haven't let go of that mind state, that thought process. Would I need to be around that mentality? What they gonna feed me? What they gonna feed us? See, these are the things that we're not paying attention to. Go ahead.
And depart from the unjust.
Right.
And iniquity shall turn away from thee.
You see that? See, iniquity. And that's what I'm talking about. This first point I wanted to show y'all, that we got to stay from iniquity. You got to stay away from sin. The secret sin, the closet sins, the down low sins. Bro, this is the time to wash yourself in holy water and stay away from negative. If any time is to fear, you better right now. Because the Most High is punishing the wicked. He's punishing you. You don't want no part of that. And don't think because you're around righteous brothers and sisters, it won't happen. If you're doing negative, it will come. It will be random. Go ahead.
My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness.
Right. You're sowing on the furrows of unrighteousness. Like you would sow among the fields of corn, or you would sow the seed, but you sowing on the seed, the furrows, the land of unrighteousness. See? You got to stay away from it. Let's get cleaner. Let's get more spiritual. Start trying to occupy your time more with righteousness. Let me be around more righteousness. This is what your soul, y'all. This has to do with your soul. Right? All the cappers, all the ones that think you're hiding, bruh, you'll see the Most High is going to start outing them. It ain't going to be no more slap on the wrist. It's going to be full punishment. Y'all know that, right? What did he say? He would start where? Read it. Let's get it real quick. Let me show y'all. Get that real quick. Y'all know where it is?
Yeah. You got it?
Where is it?
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17.
1 Peter 4 and 17. Check this out, y'all.
For the time is come,
Right?
that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Are y'all listening to this? Like judgment's gonna come at the house of the Most High. This is what we're dealing with, man. Don't think that we're untouched. We're untouchable. Right? Read. Come on.
And if it first begin at us,
Right?
what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Check that out. If it's going to start at us, right? What's the end of them? And it already started at us. How many Hebrew Israelites died of coronavirus? I'm talking about brothers that died of coronavirus. Right? The Most High's taking a lot of brothers out. Right? Now we hope that it's for the betterment. We hope that it's for the betterment. So judgment's starting at us first. Right? And then everybody else, what about them? Look how the Most High is dealing with us. I die in coronavirus. That's the easy way, right? What about getting your leg blown off? Right? Or you watching your child starve. Right? You going through a famine and watching your kids starve. Right? Home invasion. Y'all gotta see, man. Read, come on.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved.
If the righteous what?
Scarcely be saved.
Scarcely. If the righteous are scarcely saved. What does that mean? Scarcely. What does scarcely mean?
You just made it in.
Right. You barely. We're going to have one finger on the chariot trying to hang on.
It's like the movies where they got the wall closing down.
Right.
They got the wall door closing down and you just now
Slide in. Yeah.
and your foot just made it. That's all.
Scarcely. What you got?
Not plentiful or abundant, being in small quantity in proportion to the demand.
Yeah, check that out. What you got?
It says by a narrow margin.
There it is. By a narrow margin.
Skin of your teeth.
by the skin of your teeth, right? That's what we're going to go through. That's the righteous. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What is happening to everybody else? You see why I'm going over this? Because the warning is, look, y'all got to get more clean. You got to get more occupied in the book. You got to get more occupied in righteousness. That way your mind is in the right place more and more as these spirits come and try to attack. That way the ancient Psalms 91 will be for you. We're going to touch on that, though. I got a lot. Go ahead, read.
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
You check that out. If the righteous are scarcely going to make it, where's the ungodly and the sinners going to appear? Oh, they got something coming to them, right? So we're trying to warn the godly. Let's jump back. Let's finish it up.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 3.
You know what? No. Hold on. Read 19 verse in there. Got to read verse 19. I'm sorry.
First Peter chapter 4 verse 19.
Go ahead.
Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their soul to him in well-doing.
You see that? So our suffering, we doing this to the will of the Most High, right? It's nothing. This is nothing. We're going to suffer and go through our little trials and tribulation, but we're keeping our soul in well-doing. Like I said, like the scriptures are showing us. Yeah, I'll go through a little skirmish with a brother or sister, then a bomb skirmish, right? A shootout skirmish, right? Your wife loses it and she stabbed you up skirmish, right? I was looking at something. Tahawan had sent me something about that, about these rappers in Brooklyn and in the Bronx or whatever. These drill rappers, right? One guy was running away from these three guys. They were laughing at him. Why are you running? Why are you running? They're chasing him. He stumbles. Oh. They stab him up. Right? They think it's a joke. They love death. So guess what they're going to come? Remember, they're calling themselves demons. They listen to their rap music. I'm a demon. And guess what? The Most High is sending you right to the rest of the demons. He's sending you to those demons. The real demons, though. He's pulling you into darkness, right? Where your screams can never be stopped or hurt, or nobody can help you. Everybody ever had one of those spirits come in your house? Sleep paralysis? Huh? You ever get it to where they put his hand over your mouth and you screaming? Nah? And you can't move? Right? I'm talking about when you see them. It's one thing to be there and you can't move and you feel it come over you. I'm talking about you see one just grabbing you, holding you down. That's what, come on, y'all. The Most High is his power and how he's going to punish the wicked. Imagine that continually happening in your conscience, in your mind. That's what hell is. You can't do nothing about it. You can't wake up. You got to keep going through that. Frightening. On top of all the other punishment the Most High has. So, we have to commit the keeping of our souls to well-doing. Let me learn how to get better. Let me stay away from negative people, a negative mind. If this mind is overcoming me, I got to switch that up. I got to figure out why that thought process is consuming me, right? You're done with that. Let's jump back to finishing up Ecclesiasticus. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness.
Right.
And thou shalt not reap them sevenfold.
Right. And that's the point, is that the wicked are going to get sevenfold what is coming to them. Right? It's sevenfold coming to the wicked. Go from there. Go to, did we hit that? We hit that one real quick. Go to Proverbs 1 and 31. Proverbs 1:31.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 31.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
See, you're going to eat the fruit of your own way. So if you're clean, guess what's going to come to you? Cleanliness, righteousness. So you got to be careful of what's deeply rooted in you. Like, the Spirit was showing me that too. Like, you can control a lot of things, but you got to get it out of you. You know how you scoop that ice cream, get it out? You got to get it out of you, because it's a difference between ignoring it and really getting those demons out of you. Nah, I don't want none of that. That's not in me no more. That's what has to be done in your soul. Right? Read it one more time.
Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
Go ahead.
And shall be filled with their own devices.
You're going to be filled, we're going to be filled with our own devices. So just look at it like this. What have you been practicing? Just think about it. What are you constantly doing? That will tell you what you are. What are you constantly entertaining? That will tell you what you are. Right? I know you're like, well, put it in lamer terms. Well, just constantly watch what you do all the time. Where is your work at? You'll see if your works are in the flesh and negative, it's coming back for you. Y'all get this? So you got to start cleaning it up now. Well, go to Romans 2:6 down to verse 9. Romans 2, verse 6 down to verse 9. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 2 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Who will render to every man according to his deeds.
See, the Most High is going to pay back every person according to their deeds. Right? Judgment. And I know a lot of us are thinking the day, but the Most High is showing us through the gospel that this judgment can come before the judgment day. You're going to get judged on that day, but there's judgment before that. Think about it. The wicked are going to be destroyed, come back, raised up, judged, and destroyed again, and then put back in this position of captivity in hell in the spiritual realm. How many? That's a lot of butt whoopings. Because why? People don't think there's repercussions for what they do. We're just doing things, not understanding, man, that those things go with you to death. They latch onto your soul. What?
Would that be the scripture in 2 Andrews 7, verse 56? That we will suffer
We'll suffer after death. Exactly. They're not paying attention to that. That there's going to be punishment after death. Go ahead, read.
To them who by patient continuance in well-doing.
Go ahead.
Seek for glory.
Right.
And honor.
Read.
And immortality.
Read.
Eternal life.
Right. So to them that sow righteousness, immortality, guess what you're going to get? Immortality. Right? That's what this is all about. We're fighting for that immortal life, immortal mind. Right? Go ahead.
But unto them that are continuous.
But no, contentious.
Contentious.
But to them that are what?
Contentious.
You want to fight about everything. You want to debate. See, this is what a lot of these brothers online don't understand. All you do is entertain negative daily. You think you're standing for the gospel, but you're not. You just wanted to argue. You want to debate daily. To them that are contentious, what?
And do not obey the truth.
Right. And don't hear the word. Go ahead.
But obey unrighteousness.
Read.
Indignation.
Read.
And wrath.
Read. What's going to come on them? Read.
Tribulation.
What?
Tribulation.
And what else?
And anguish.
And anguish. Read.
Upon every soul of a man that doeth evil.
Read.
Of the Jew first.
Uh-huh.
And also of the Gentile.
You know why? Because whether you're, always talks about the nations. Well, the nation's going to go in captivity. You forgot that 2/3 of Israel are going to die. 2/3 of our people have to go because they don't want to change. They don't want to hear. They want to be stubborn and rebellious. They don't want to do right works. So the Most High said anguish and pain to them. These are the only ones that have to worry about these last days. Right? A car rushing through the store, running you over out of nowhere. Right? You end up at a robbery. Right? You pull up to the gas station and random shooting. Pow! You get a hit in the neck. You're like, damn, I ain't even doing nothing. Well, you were. You are doing something. Those are the only ones that got to worry about these things. Now, let's talk about what the Most High will do with the righteous. Go to Ecclesiasticus. So we understand, and I could go a lot more deep into that, but this is what I wanted to really show in this topic, that this is what it's really about. How do we stay protected? How do we stay protected? We know how the wicked are going to get punished, right? But what does the scripture tell us? Don't worry about how the wicked are going to get punished, but more so how the righteous will be saved, right? Okay, so let's talk about the righteous being saved. Go to Ecclesiasticus 33:1. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 33:1. Who got it?
Ecclesiastes 33 verse 1.
Go ahead, Xavier.
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Most High.
There you go. Like the ones that fear the Most High, you're surrounding yourself with righteousness. In affliction, and we dealing with patience and continuing doing what we're doing. I know. Y'all get with this, well, the monotony. Well, what do you want to be doing? What do you want to be monotonous in, y'all? Negative or positive? Yeah. The monotony. Well, I'm not gonna do negative. I just want to have more time to do what? Negative. Selfishness. Right? Because what happens when you get time? Come on. What happens when you get time? What happens when you get time? It's like brothers get time for themselves, and then what are they doing? More foolery, more stupidity, more negative, right? But the Most High is telling us what? Read that again.
There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Most High.
Man, that's what we are locked into. Man, how can I get more clean and more righteous? Where am I off at? Let me start checking myself. I think I'm good. The scriptures say, who is clean before the Most High? Right? I think I'm on point. Nah, I'm going to check that mind. Because that's garbage. That's pride. Right? Let me keep checking myself and seeing where I can fix and get better for the Most High. Because when those saints come marching in, I want to be in that number, right? Go ahead.
But in temptation, even again, he would deliver him.
Check. Why are you falling into temptation? Who's your God? See, because you want the temptation. You like it. You want to be drawn away in that lust. The man that fears the Most High, he gives the mental and spiritual strength to do what? Come out of that. A lot of people want to know why I ain't got the strength to do it. You ain't got the strength because your fear for the ass whooping don't surpass. Right? Like the sister was telling me, man, I beat him. He ain't listening, right? We're talking about L'Oreal's son. Him right there. He's rebellious. Right? He's been rebellious to his mother. She's like, damn, I beat him. I'm disciplining him, but he's stubborn. You don't understand that stubborn demon on him? Bruh, you might get a grown-up to walk up you out of nowhere after school and just punch you in the face. You know what I mean? Kids don't understand. That's why I keep trying to put the fear in my kids. Like, you're not, the Most High looking at you because you're a child. He'll send an ass whooping your way because you're rebellious and stubborn. Because he knows deep down if you're going to change or not. So he might tune you up so you can get right. But y'all got to see this, man. When you're fighting for the spirit and the spiritual things, there will be less confusion around you. Less death, less pain, less suffering. It will be less of that. That's why, see, it's a skill. Like we were talking to the brother the other day. It's a skill to learn how to be more right. There's a success in wickedness, and there's a success in righteousness. And I know y'all thinking, whoa, really? Yeah. Come on, there's many wicked people that are successful, don't? The scriptures tell you that all day. The wicked flourish like the palm tree. Psalm 73, Psalms 37, Job 18, 19, 20. Right? It tells you they flourish. But they're going to be chopped down.
Right.
They outcome is the Scarface. Snorting pounds of coke, shooting one belly. Yeah, you don't want to, you want to rump. And then one girl rolls up out of nowhere and what? Slits his throat. All that killer music, right? Y'all got to understand this. There's a success in being right. Right? Everybody else's mind is confused, chaos. Brother, the righteous will get stronger and stronger. So keep doing that. Keep doing what you're doing. And don't let Satan try to get the advantage to confuse you. Confuse you to what, though? What? You know what, man? I'm really missing that drama. Yeah. I need some demons in my life. That's what you miss? You miss Satan? It's like, I don't get y'all. Our people love to live like they're on hip-hop VA. Atlanta Housewife VA. You love that. You should see, man, I don't want none of that around me. I don't want, maybe it's because I'm getting older. The older you get, you like, the less you want any of that around you. Drama, you know what I mean? Mouth, disrespect, foolery. You're like, man, I don't want that. Let's stay away from that. Right? That's why I love my brothers. I love y'all. I'm like, man, I'm a kicker with, I'd rather be with y'all, sit down, bored. If that's what you want to call it, then we just bored. Right? But guess what? We bored without the drama. Right? We don't got to get a blunt burnt in our eye. We don't got to get pistol whipped. We don't got to get a hot one to our back. Right? And end up in a wheelchair. We ain't got to do that. So I'm fine with this. You know what I mean? No, Mary J, no more drama, right? Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
And wise men hateth not the law.
See that? Your mind, you can't go into this hating righteousness. You got to stay away from that mentality. Let me get better. Let me get more. Go ahead.
But he that is an hypocrite, there is a ship in the storm.
Are y'all listening to this? You're like, well, why am I going back and forth? I know I love the Father. I know the scripture said that he's going to bring the wicked in the middle of Jerusalem in Ezekiel and burn them and melt them. I don't want to be melted like hot wax. Right? Well, why are you jumping like a ship in a storm? Because you're being hypocritical. Stay the course. Stay the path. See why righteousness is success. Righteousness can make you successful. And I'm not talking about money-wise. I'm talking about peace of mind-wise. Living-wise. That can make you successful in your mind, in your family, household, children. Y'all hear this all the time. But you can't be the ship in a storm. Right? It always be the ones that always want the knowledge. They be the ones that are most confused. You want knowledge, but you don't want to apply the knowledge. Applying the knowledge is where the success is going to be. Becoming more Christ-like, that's where the success is going to be. Go ahead, read on. Come on.
A man of understanding trusteth in the law.
Right. A man of understanding trusts in the law. See, the law, statutes, commandments, this is what's going to keep us right and on the right path. Go ahead.
And the law is faithful unto him.
The law is what?
Faithful unto him.
Read.
As an oracle.
As an oracle. Right? You know, like you know, like these wicked oracles. You go to Cleo and you looking through a crystal ball. Well, our oracle is what? This law. You know what I mean? We don't need to call 1-800, you know what I mean, spook me. You know what I mean? We go right to the law. Like, what does it say about, show me, Yahweh, what does it say about? And then you flip right to the verse. Oh, okay. I see what it says about that. I know the future. Hell yeah, we do. We know the past, present, and the future. What can come because we got it right here. The problem is you're not searching. You don't understand the power you have in your hands. So the laws of oracle, let's get deeper into that, right? I'm glad you read down in that too. Go ahead, go to Proverbs 1 and 33. Go to Proverbs 1 and 33. So this is the ones that don't have to worry about, we ain't going to have to worry about the evil day. We're going to have to worry about destruction. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 33.
Uh-huh.
For whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely.
Right.
And shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Check that out. So I'm sleeping good. The righteous will sleep good. Right? Y'all are sleeping good. How many of y'all have left the keys in the door overnight? You still wake up, right? Somebody, you could have woke up, man, and a grown man could have been sitting next to you, sis, with his hand on your thigh. You'd be like, what the? Yeah. Oh, you left the keys in the door. By the way, though. But you know what? The Most High is like, no, I'm going to protect this sister. She's been cleaning her mind, her spirit, her thoughts. She don't want that. Right? You see? You know how when you're walking down the street, you by yourself, you weigh 90 pounds, sister. And what happened? You feel that heat behind your neck? That's the holy angels saying, stay in order. Stay your ass in order. That's what the Most High is telling us. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's how I think about it. I don't know what y'all think about. I look at all this death, I'm like, I hate when brothers sending me that stuff. I'm like, man, the Most High is scary. It's not because death, it's because I know who got control over it. Like, the boogeyman is not to be feared. You know, when people talk about, I don't want to watch scary movies. I'm like, bruh, don't fear no scary movie. You better fear Yahweh. You know what I mean? That's all makeup. Go watch a making of. You know what I mean? They show you that's fake. You better fear the Most High. He ain't fake. And that's why we're pursuing the fear of the Lord. And you see, I kind of skipped over what I was saying earlier. This is why a lot of people don't really dabble. They dabble into that negative because they don't understand where to really fear. If you imagine in the moment if you finna do that negative, and just close your eyes and thought about the Most High looking down on you, just you, from his throne, just in that moment, you would really, really change your mind. That's the fear of the Most High. Like, he's looking at you just like this. Pointing at you. You'd be like, man, I'm not playing with Yahweh. But a lot of us don't fear the Most High. That's why you tap into these things, man. That's why you do a lot of negative. Proverbs 3:25 and 26. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear.
Read.
Neither of the desolation of the wicked.
So we, as this is happening, we're sitting around, we're like, man, all praises to the Most High. We don't fear the destruction. We fear Yahweh. As long as you stay right in the spirit, I'm good. Yahweh, I fear you. I'm not playing with you. I know you can light the match any second. I know you gave me all this. The lovely kids, right? The lovely wives, right? The non-drama, right? You finna have another set of twins. Look at this guy. Blessed. Hashtag blessed. Right? That's a blessing. Your ribs in the truth. You want the knowledge. Right? That's why you got to say to yourself, man, damn. Bro, I ain't got nothing to complain about. I better step the heck up for the Most High. I better be moving in the spirit. Let me keep being clean because I see what clean does. He keeps my rib locked in and my kids locked in. He keeps hurt, harm, danger, death, right, away from me, right? All the things we pray for, right? Go ahead.
When it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy
No, read that again. Read it from the top.
Be not afraid of sudden fear.
Go ahead.
Neither of the desolation of the wicked.
Go ahead.
When it cometh.
Read.
For the Lord shall be thy confidence.
The Lord is our confidence. Because we're increasing in strength and righteousness. And that's not meaning that we're saying in our head, you can't be touched. The fear is knowing that Yahweh is having grace and mercy on you. Every day. Every day you waking up. Go ahead.
And shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Right, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Proverbs 10 and 3. Proverbs 10 and 3.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 3.
Go ahead.
The Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous to perish.
Did you see that? He's not going to suffer you in your house to be famished because you're doing what? There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord. Do no evil and no harm shall come unto you. Right? Read it one more time.
The Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous.
Wait, where are you at?
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 3.
Go ahead.
The Most High will not suffer the soul of the righteous to perish.
Read.
But he casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Yeah, you get something when you're doing wickedness, you did all that work, and then he smack it out your hand. Right? You did all that wicked work, and what do you do? Smack it out your hand. He takes it away from you. That's what they got to worry about. But the Most High is continually blessing your inhabitants, your house, your mind, your spirit. This is why we appreciate and why we fear the Most High. Think about it. This is why we keep fearing the Most High. Keep doing what we're doing. Right? Because there's a value in it. The Most High is a God that he should not lie. Go from there, go to Proverbs 34:22. I'm sorry, Psalms. Psalms 34 and 22.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 22.
So in these last days, if you're doing right, you got nothing to fear. If you're doing negative, you should be looking over your shoulder. You should be watching out. You be like Jake, like they do on the street. Every time they talk to you, they doing what? Yeah, man, no, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you, bro. Right? Yeah, man. It's like every time you see Jake talking, their head is on swivel. Why? Because you're looking for somebody to notch you. You know what I mean? To tap you upside the head out of nowhere. But if you fear the Most High, you're stable. You can leave the keys in the door by mistake. I'm going to test the Most High. Leave these keys in the door. Don't be dumb. Tempt not the Lord. But by mistake, you can do that and wake up in the morning and still be alive, you and the family and the household. You see that? Go ahead.
The Most High redeemeth the soul
He what?
The Most High redeemeth the soul of his servants.
Go ahead.
And none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
He redeemeth the soul. You know what that means? That means when it all fails, you coming into everlasting habitation with the Lord. He redeems their soul. The other cats, he's throwing them into the pit. That continual fire that doesn't burn out. Right? Not the fire, the trash fire they burn over there in Jerusalem. No, the continual fire that never burns out. Right? But your soul is going to be in everlasting habitation. Go from there, go to Proverbs 10 and 30. Proverbs 10 and 30. Go ahead, read that.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 30.
Go ahead.
The righteous shall never be removed.
Check that out. Who's tired of drama? You know what I mean? It sounds like an info commercial. Are you tired of drama? Are you tired of a negative spouse? How about rebellious kids? Well, hear me out. Dial 1-800-YAHWEH. Flip your verse, right? And you will be what? Protected. You don't need a gun. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's wrong to have guns. You know me. You know what I mean? I got one in each room, by the door. You know what I mean? The dog got a gun. Get your weapons. So don't think you're goddamn American and you have your right. You hear me? You get your guns, all right? What I'm saying is that all that ain't gonna matter if you sleep and out of the spirit. You can have 75,000 guns, but if the Most High is not with you, that one rapper, his gun jammed on him and got shot, it's not gonna work. The Most High is like, no, it's time for you to go. You understand this? Read that again.
Proverbs chapter 10, verse 30.
Go ahead.
The righteous shall never be removed.
Read.
But the wicked shall not inhabit the earth.
Yeah, see, their time is coming to an end, and that's what we're seeing here. This class is a warning to brothers and sisters to remind them, you keep on the path. The little tribulation, the little trial is not compared to the glory that's going to be revealed in us. It's nothing compared, right? Our little things that we're working through and sitting down and counseling about, you can counsel with us or you can counsel with Ray Ray. Which one you want? Which one you want? You want Ray Ray? Huh? You want the doughboys? Right? You can counsel with these monkeys or you can counsel with the Most High. You understand? Because we ain't gonna get whips out and we gonna beat you. We just gonna whip you with the word of the Most High. And then you got a choice. So you got to see where, when the scripture says it's a comforter. Aren't you tired of that life? Are you not tired of the negative living? Well, then you got to let all that go. You got to increase in righteousness. You finish that? Right, but the wicked shall not inherit the earth. Go to Psalms 25 and 9. Psalms 25 and 9.
Read that.
Psalms chapter 25, verse 9.
Go ahead.
The meek will he guide in judgment.
The meek will he guide in judgment. The meek will he guide in judgment. Where's the meek? Where's the ones that want to hear? Where's the ones that want to listen? Right? Remember, if it's going to start at our house first, what is he looking at in you? You're going to be judged on a higher level because you know better. So you got the spirit of rebelliousness, stubbornness. The Most High, he can deal with you harsh and be just. So we have to stay meek, pursuing righteousness. Go ahead.
And the meek will he teach his way.
Right? Read.
All the paths of the Most High are mercy and truth.
Right. Now jump to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
His soul shall dwell at ease.
His what?
His soul shall dwell at ease.
The Most High said the meek his soul shall dwell at ease. Check that out. You're going to be at peace. Right? The work of righteousness is peace. That brother, that sister's he's gonna dwell at ease. You're not gonna have worries. Go ahead.
And his seed shall inherit the earth.
Right, and our seed, they're gonna inherit the earth. The seed of the wicked, they're gonna be cut off. Y'all gotta read that Job 18:19, Job 20, right? Psalms 37, Psalm 73. The righteous, the wicked are going to be cut off. In Job, it tells you they building up their treasure for you. All the riches and jewels and success, that's for you. Go ahead.
The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him.
Check that out. You want to know the secrets? You always got that why. Well, why is this? Well, the Most High will let you know if you keep fearing him, searching him. And then you will get that relieving. Y'all get that? Go ahead.
And he will show them his covenant.
And he will show them his contract. See, I love that one right there, man. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him. How many of us fear the Most High? There you go. I'll accept the hands. Right? So then you should be what? Getting cleaner and cleaner. Better and better. Resisting evil. Right? Resisting evil. Why? Once again, what success do you have in it? What do you have to answer for? You don't got nothing. So why are you still going down that way? Go from there. No, read down. Come on.
Verse 15.
Go ahead.
Mine eyes are over toward the Lord.
Go ahead.
For he shall pluck my feet out of the net.
See, when all this corruption and destruction is going on, the Most High is going to pluck us out. He's going to deliver us. Right? It tells you in Amos, I think it is, that the wicked, they're going to be running and should be met by a bear. Right? They should put their hand on the wall and get bit by a snake. Like Amos, right? 5. But us, it's like every move that you make is going to be the right move. For them, every move they make is going to be the wrong one. Now, think about your life. When you go back to Deuteronomy 28, why is that always the battle of our life? Where it's like, damn, every move I make, it seems like I can't get it right. Huh? Well, because you're not pleasing the Most High. You're not seeking the laws. You're not following the commandments. You're not following the oracle. So what happens? Everything you do is what? The promise of Deuteronomy 28. You won't have no success. Right? You won't have no success. Go ahead.
Turn thee unto me.
Go ahead.
And have mercy upon me.
Go ahead.
For I am desolate and afflicted.
See? And this would, I think it's David was praying. Go to Psalms 31 and 14.
Done.
Psalms 31 and 14. 9. Read that.
Psalm chapter 31, verse 14.
Go ahead.
But I trusted in thee.
Go ahead.
O Lord.
Read.
I said, thou art my God.
Right. Thou art my power. I know it's simple, but what are you saying? You the power or Yahweh's the power? You know what I mean? A lot of brothers is like, a lot of sisters is thinking they're doing these things in their life to bring success. The little success that you do have is because the Most High is trying to show you the brighter side. That if you do right, he can give you things. So Yahweh has to be the power. Read.
My times are in thy hand.
My what?
My times are in thy hand.
That's what we have to realize. You only live a good 80 years. Now that the last days are about us, are you going to make it through that? So the time that you have to do for the Most High is very short. They're in his hands. Read, come on.
Deliver me from the hand
Go ahead.
And from them that persecute me.
Read.
Make thy face to shine upon thy servant.
Mm-hmm.
Save me for thy mercy's sake.
Read on.
Let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee.
Read.
Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave.
Jump to verse 19.
Verse 19. Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee.
See, everyone that feared the Most High has laid up something for them. See, everything we're doing is for the future. You have no success in these things, but we can if we lay up our treasures in the spirit, in the spiritual realm. And it goes back to what we talked about the other day, all the other classes, right? The ministry. What have you done for the brothers lately? The body, right? You fed me, you clothed me, you visited me in prison. When did I do these things? When you did it to the least of my brethren. That's what we're supposed to be focused on. Go ahead.
Which thou hast wrought.
You're going to read down to verse 24. Go ahead.
Which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence.
Read.
From the pride of man.
You know what that means? That when the world thinks that they're going to overcome you, the Most High is going to remove that pride from them because He's going to protect you. What other protector you want? What other shield do you want besides the Most High? Now you understand why I was saying the weapons, the swords, the guns, right? The bazookas. If you ain't got the Most High on your side, none of that matters. Go ahead.
Thou shalt keep them secretly
Uh-huh.
in a pavilion from the strife of tongues.
Go ahead.
Blessed be the Most High.
Yeah, you know why I like that verse? He said from the strife of tongues. Meaning nobody can even say anything about you. Because your actions are proving you're good, you're right. Oh, she used to be like this, but now she's not that person no more. She ain't even doing that no more. Right? He used to do these things, but there's something different about that cat. He's bland. He's corny. Yeah, you can call me bland and corny. He dresses like a Power Ranger. That's fine. You can call me a Power Ranger, huh? But guess what I'm not? I'm not a damn dopehead. Guess what I'm not? I can control my brain psychologically to where every emotion doesn't overcome me, right? That's what I'm not, right? I'm not a down low homosexual. That's what I'm not. I'm not selling dope to my people. That's what I'm not. Right? I don't go home and punch my woman in her face. That's what I'm not. So you can make fun of us all we want. But look at what we're doing compared to what they're doing. They take pride in that wickedness. They take pride in something that is not successful. All right, go ahead, read down.
Verse 21.
Uh-huh.
Blessed be the Most High.
Right.
For he hath showed me his marvelous kindness
Uh-huh.
in a strong city.
Read.
For I said in my haste, I am cut off from before thine eyes. Nevertheless, thou heardest the voice of my supplication.
Read.
When I cried unto thee.
And that's what the Most High will do to the righteous. He'll hear that voice of supplication. You will have, he said he give grace unto who? The humble. He ain't hearing nobody that ain't laid up no treasures. So when you're crying out, you want him to hear your supplication. That comes through being meek. That comes through being humble. Read.
O love the Most High.
Go ahead.
All ye his saints.
Go ahead.
For the Lord preserveth the faithful.
He preserveth the faithful. And that's what the Most High is going to do to the righteous in these last times. Preserve us. Protect us. Go from there. Y'all can read down in that. Go to Psalms 94 and 21. What is that? Is that her pocket? Psalms 94 and 21.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 21.
Go ahead.
They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous.
Right.
And condemn the innocent blood.
Read.
But the Lord is my defense.
The Most High is our defense. So more and more, as y'all see more destruction, more hurt, more pain in this world, look at your life where the Most High got you. Look at where the Most High is increasing the peace of mind that you have, the peace in your house. Because sometimes you can take for granted what we're doing, right? And the scriptures say abstinence. You can take that for granted. Because a lot of us like drama. A lot of us like it. I know you're shaking your head, sis, but a lot of us like drama. Right? You like arguing and fighting and fussing. But when you start to see the value in the spirit, you start to say, man, there's another way. And that's what the Most High is showing us. He should be showing us. Read. Come on.
But the Lord is my defense.
Go. The Most High is our defense in these last times. Go ahead.
And my power is the rock of my refuge.
Read.
And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity.
See, that's what he's going to do to the wicked. Read.
And shall cut them off in their own wickedness.
Read.
Yea, the Lord is our God, shall cut them off.
Right. Go from there. Go to Psalms 55 and 22. So the Most High is our shield, man. The Most High is our protection. Read that. Psalms 55 and 22.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 22.
Go ahead, Xavier.
Cast thy burden upon the Lord.
That's what we need to be doing. Don't panic and cast your burdens on the Lord. It's not time to panic, y'all. It's not time to be a hypocrite like a ship in the storm and second questioning the Most High's method. Go ahead.
And he shall sustain thee.
And he shall what?
Sustain thee.
Don't you want to be sustained? Don't you want peace? Huh? Okay. Well, we got to remember where the success is in. It's in the Most High. Let me keep trying to please him and learn to do better. Get cleaner and cleaner. Right? It said the righteous shall what? Get stronger and stronger. They shall shine brighter and brighter to the coming day. You finish that? Read.
He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
So we don't got nothing to fear. That's the point. We don't have nothing to fear if we abide in righteousness. Right? But let's read about the wicked. Go to Psalms 1 and 4. I'm sorry, Psalms 145 and 20. What's going to happen to these cats in these last days? Psalms 145 and 20.
Psalms chapter 145, verse 20.
Go ahead.
The Most High preserveth all of them that love him.
Go ahead.
For all the wicked will he destroy.
The Most High is going to destroy. So more and more y'all going to see it. And I know, check this out. The problem with us when we read these things is the black, Hispanic, and Native American man are what? They have, they're what's the word? No, not denial. When you constantly go through something and you kind of like, what is it? No, that's definitely, Gamar, that's not what I was looking for, huh? That's what they are. They are that. That is true. But there's a word when a person goes through something all the time.
Desensitized?
Yeah, they're desensitized, but it's a way you say it. What? They're jaded. They're jaded.
I was going to say institutionalized.
That too.
They're flies in a jar. That same syndrome. When you bang your head against the roof so many times, they take a roof off. You're going to die in captivity because you become jaded to the fact that the roof is going.
And that's why when we go over a lot of this, a lot of our people are like, man, I seen death. My cousin got shot in the eyeball right in front of me. You know what I mean? My homeboy got stabbed in the neck in front of me. He bled out. Right? I think I was like 15 in New York. I go up the train station. This dude's right there on the ground, head blown, cap peeled all the way back, like a banana peel, right? So we see that at a young age. We're like, yeah, that ain't nothing. But y'all don't understand that it's different when you got a hot one inside you. It's different when the Most High is punishing you, right? Yeah, we see it and we like, man, yeah, these things happen. But what the Most High is going to do on this world is not like your average Tyrone shooting somebody, right? Consuelo stabbing somebody up. It's not going to be that. This is a whole different thing.
You say the king of terrorists.
Exactly. He's the king of terror, so he's going to perfect. He's going to perfect what he's doing. The scriptures say, every knee shall bow, right? So what is the fear that the Lord is going to bring on the world? It's not just Tyrone shooting you for a dime bag, right? It's not that. This is beyond that. The Most High is going to punish this place beyond what we understand, yeah.
I think it was in the Gospels where it was talking about, no, I forgot, I just read it, but it said the unquenchable fire.
Right.
It said he's gonna basically burn you with the unquenchable fire, this fire that can't be.
Right, I just said that earlier. That's hell. That's literal spiritual hell. That's the unquenchable fire.
Okay.
That's the only fire that can't be turned out because it's in the spiritual realm, right? Okay, so read that Psalms 145 again in 20.
Psalms chapter 145, verse 20.
Go ahead.
The Most High preserveth all of them that love him.
Go ahead.
But all the wicked will he destroy.
Go to Psalms 1 and 4. All the wicked he will destroy, period. Right? Read that, Psalms 1 and 4. This is what the Most High is going to do to this nation, these people, these nations. We don't got nothing to fear unless we part of that. You got the mark of the beast, you should fear. Right? You doing what the beast said, you should fear. Psalms 1, 4 to 6. Read that.
Psalms chapter 1 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
The ungodly are not so,
Read.
but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away.
The Most High said they're going to be like the chaff. You know the little bag that goes down the street when the wind hits them? Right? The dirt that flows down the street when the wind blows hard. That's how the wicked are going to be. Unsustainable. Us, we're trying to root ourselves. Root ourselves to wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith. That's what's going to keep us rooted. That way when these things hit, it doesn't throw us over. It doesn't destroy us. Right? They're like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Go ahead.
Therefore, the ungodly will not stand in the judgment.
See, they can't stand before the Most High. Because they got no works to stand before the Most High. They got nothing to say, man. You know what? Yahweh, I tried. You know, every time we talk about the penny, y'all remember the story of the penny in the Gospels? We got to go over that one time. But the story of the penny is that there's these workers. Some came at the beginning of the day. Some came at the end of the day. And they both were given the penny. Right? What was why did they get the penny? Why did the one that came in the truth 60 years ago and the brother that comes 2 weeks before Christ comes back, why did he get the same thing the other brother got? Why?
Because that was the agreement, that was what was promised.
But that, you are, I'm going to say this, you are absolutely right, but that's not answering the question. You are right. That is what it is, but what's the answer? Yeah. The work that he put in. You can come in 2 weeks before Yahweh Shai come. What did you do with those 2 weeks? Now, this is not saying you're going to be up there with Daniel and David and Yahweh Shai. Because remember, we know the 144,000 is a high level, right? Okay, but you know why they got the penny? Because that person that did with his 2 weeks that a brother did 60 years? You know why they both got the kingdom? Because he put his spirit in. She put her spirit in. So it's not about, oh, I got to be in the truth 50 years. That's just when that brother was called. Right? That's why the one that was in longer, what did he do? He complained. You still getting the kingdom, man. Sit down. So y'all got to understand that it's about what you do with your time. A lot of brothers and sisters are crapping off their time. They're what? You know what? Yeah, I hear that. Right? I'm going to do that. You better do something valuable with your time. You better did something with your talents before the Most High has come. Everybody else that's burying them, they're not getting nothing. It said they're going to be cast into outer darkness. Just a thought, man. Go ahead, read.
Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment.
That's why they ain't standing in the judgment, because they got nothing to answer. They got nothing to answer before the Most High. Go ahead.
Nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous.
Read.
For the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous.
Go ahead.
But the way of the ungodly shall perish.
See, that's what they got prepared for them. See, that's why we came to the law, statutes, commandments. That's why you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, celebrate Christmas, right? But this is also why you put on the fruits of the Spirit. You change the inward man and cast off the works of darkness. It's supposed to be, right? Okay, go from there. Go to Psalms 9, verse 16.
Psalms chapter 9, verse 16.
Go ahead.
The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes.
Mm-hmm.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hand.
I want y'all to, oh my God. It's dope. You know why it's so dope? Because it shows you what's going to happen with the wicked. This is why one of the scriptures I went over was what? It was what? Who's with me? What's one of the first scriptures I went over? Do what?
Do no evil and no harm shall come unto thee.
Do no evil, because you're going to be snared with your own vices. It's a trap. The Most High said, you do wickedness 1,000 times, he's not going to let you go. He said he would in no wise let you go. We have to be conscious what is acceptable and what is not acceptable of the Most High. Because judgment is coming. And before Judgment Day, you still got to make it through the last days. Y'all get that? Y'all agree? There's punishment, man, coming. It's here. Don't be naive, y'all. Listen, you got brothers and sisters around you that are fake, that are phony, that are here for a good saying, that really ain't sincere. Who don't care about that whack-ass spirit. Don't care about that. You know what I mean? Let them do their work. You do your work. And we're going to get a lot of people that come in that's not sincere and that is sincere. But we got to do it with the ones that are sincere and keep doing right things. You know what I mean? That whack spirit, don't let it be a deterrence. Y'all get that? Okay, what verse are you at?
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
Verse 17.
No, that's it. Go from there, go to Wisdom of Solomon. 5 and 14. So this is the outcome of what's going to happen to the wicked. This is the plan that the Most High got for them.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5.
Y'all need to mute those phones, please. Y'all should know that. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 14.
Go ahead.
For the hope of the ungodly is like dust.
Yeah, the hope of the ungodly is like dust. The hope of the ungodly is like dust. You got nothing to rely on. You got nothing to fall back on. Your own wickedness is a snare to you. Go ahead.
That is blown away with the wind.
Read.
Like a thin froth
Mm-hmm.
that is driven away
Right?
and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day.
Like a guest that tarrieth for a day, huh? That's how much success you're going to have in that. All this, what they got prepared, all their plans, America, whatever kingdom, whatever nation, it's going to be gone like this. Everything's going to change overnight to where you're not even going to, it's going to be an afterthought. You see why we got to get deeper in the fear of the Most High and respect His work, respect the chosen, respect His will, stay out of negative. It's going to all change, and y'all see it. It's changing little by little. The whole, for us that are aware, we see the light coming. Y'all get this? Go to Proverbs 10 and 6. Proverbs 10 and 6, and then you're going to jump to verse 24.
Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Blessings are upon the head of the just.
Read.
But violence covered the mouth of the wicked.
Check that out. Violence covered the mouth of the wicked. Blessings are in the head of the just. You want violence? Keep doing negative. You want righteousness? Do the will of the Most High. Jump to verse 24.
Verse 24.
Go ahead.
The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him.
All the things they fear, it's going to happen. Because they ain't trying to get right. Read.
But the desire of the righteous shall be great.
See? And that's why I'm saying there's a value. Your desires will come to pass. What do you desire? What do you want to get right? What do you want to happen in your life? Don't tell me money. Oh my God, please. We still there? I gotta get my money right? That's like an animal. Like, if that's all you worried about, that, bruh, you're living in the 90s. You still in the damn 90s. I gotta get my money right. Aren't you eating? Damn bills are paid. What are you? Like, life can't just be about, I gotta get my money right. You know what I mean? Y'all, you don't realize right now that money comes and goes. The bills never stop. I had to grow up and realize that. Like the bills, as soon as you start paying bills, they never stop. My dad died and was getting bills. Solomon's dad died and he was still getting bills. You dead getting bills. So how the hell are you chasing money? It's gonna come. The Most High says He feeds the birds. That should be the least thing on your mind. Is like, man, I gotta get this money by any means necessary. Like, no. You can't sell your soul for that. That's very cheap. You're being cheap. I know the white man let you run in the yard and now you losing your damn mind. Like, I gotta get money, gotta get the belt, gotta get the Gucci belt, gotta get it. Like, no, there's more than life than that. It ain't women. It ain't rock and roll. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Right? It ain't none of that. Those things come, go, and most likely are deterrents in your life. Think about it. You're doing overtime now. How's your spirit? Huh? How's your spirit overtime? You know what I mean? If your spirit ain't right, overtime don't matter. Right? If your spirit ain't right, the extra money don't matter. You understand? Go to Proverbs. Where you at?
The end of verse 24.
Read 24 again.
Come. Proverbs 10 and 24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him.
Read.
But the desire of the righteous shall be granted.
And that's why I wanted to touch on this topic, man, because we're going to get our desires if we stay locked into the Spirit. We got to stay locked into the Spirit. You're going to get what you want. And trust me, you don't want it here.
Right.
Like, godliness with contentment is gain.
That's right.
Because, you know how many times we was like, man, that 300 million lottery, that's where I want to be at. Really? Really? The Most High is like, no, you don't need that. What you need to do is appreciate what you do have, live, and show me what you can do with what you got. What's that, sis?
Did y'all hear about the guy who won the lottery and then overdosed?
Sis, there's a whole list of them. Go on YouTube and type in lottery winners and their lives. And you'll see they go through a whole list of all people that won the lottery, how they lost their riches, how they used their money, who murdered each other, right? Who murdered each other for the ticket. It says you got to go out and do a real look. They'll tell you not just one person, it's many of people.
They give you the top 50.
Yeah, they give you the top 50 of these people. Because it's not about that. Money is not going to make us happy. Money is not going to make us happy. It brings more, it's funny, it's more money, more problems. If you're not thinking like, let me just be successful to make sure I take care of people around me and make sure everybody's good around me, that's all that matters. It can't be, I got to do this till we get rich. Bruh, 30 years in the truth. We ain't got rich yet.
Wow.
And I ain't about to do what the pastors are doing. I ain't about to go strip in the clubs. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's the wrong mind. It ain't gonna be. Look at all the camps, y'all. I'm not just thinking about me. Where's the rich camp? And I know you're saying, well, Israel United, they got money. Right, but where's his jet at? He still don't got as much money as Creflo Dollar. Okay, right, everybody. Exactly. Right, so we trade. If you're chasing money, you're in the wrong place. It can't be about that. You should be thinking about making sure, and I'm not saying you can't have money, but we should be thinking about higher things that's going to keep us level-headed and in the right spirit. Yeah.
I know when I was young and I came into the truth, I was working, I was an auditor, so I was out of town every month. I was in town for like one week out of the month, so it kept me from class.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was a bouncer on the side.
Okay.
So those two jobs, because my thing was coming into the truth, I was like, dang, I got to get this money, I got to pay for child support, I got to pay for, you know what I mean, I got this. But I look back on it and I'm like, I have more now than I did when I first came in.
Right.
And the reason why brothers like you and Dr. Long during that time helped bring me to the realization, it was First Kings, when the Most High came to Solomon in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And piggyback that with Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God. So Solomon in that dream, he told the Most High he wants the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Screw everything else. And because he seeked that first, everything was given. So that brought it to retrospect in my life. I was like, damn, I'm working two jobs. I'm busting my butt at night in the club, doing security. I'm out of town. I got a sodomite for a roommate, and these drunk S.O.Bs who are just ruining my life. I'm trying to quit smoking, but I picked up an extra pack of cigarettes because they're stressing me out. So I was killing myself, trying to chase this and do the thing what I thought was right, and as opposed to falling back, getting my knowledge up and loving my people, learning how to be a shepherd like David, and everything was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I ever wanted, I'm like, Yahweh.
It just sounds, though, it don't even sound real.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you
It sounds like a soap opera. Like, bruh, that don't even sound real, right? But that's how a lot of people think, that how is Jesus gonna bring me money?
Like right now.
Like, I need to pay this bill now. Well, first of all, you done messed up now. Now you done messed up. So we gotta rethink now. You're not gonna get nothing now doing it righteously, because you done messed that up. So you gotta recalibrate your thinking to get these blessings now, right? Because the Most High ain't hearing you now, right? He wants to see if you're gonna turn from that negative, right? This topic was about reminding that these days, the days that we're coming to, are evil, and we have to understand what we need to be doing to be successful in righteousness. Hold on, I only got a few more. Let me just get these out. Psalms 9 verse 15. Psalms 9 and 15.
Psalms chapter 9 18.
Uh-huh.
The heathen are sunk down in the pit
Right.
that they made. In the net which... Sorry, let's start from the top.
Mm-hmm.
The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made.
Right.
In the net which they hid is their own foot taken.
Yeah, that's what's happening to the nations. All this planning and plotting, the Most High is bringing evil on the world. He's bringing this evil on the world, and it's happening. Right? Go ahead.
The Most High is known by the judgment which he executes.
Go ahead.
The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands.
See? So all that plotting and planning, look at what the Most High is doing to the world. All their money gone like this. He dropped their whole economy. Everybody's feeling it. We should have learned that from coronavirus. You should have already knew. Do not put your trust in this world. Coronavirus can shut you down. And when the Most High shut things down, the white man ain't got no power.
Right.
The Most High said, listen, I'm putting this plague out. See if you can beat that. Lock that up. Right? Shoot that. Right? Pull them out the car and choke that plague. Choke coronavirus. They can't. The Most High is destroying their plans. That shows us we need to put who? Trust in Yahweh, not in the nations or man. Right? One more. Psalm 37:28. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. All that is a trap. Everything is a trap that they finna fall into. Read the last one. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 37, verse 28.
Go ahead.
For the Lord loveth judgment.
Right?
And forsaketh not his saints.
See? The Most High is not going to forsake you, y'all. He's not going to forsake his saints. He's not going to forsake you. He got you. But you got to put your trust. You got to hope in him. You got to continue doing what's right. Pursue righteousness. Go ahead.
They are preserved forever.
They are what?
Preserved forever.
Go ahead.
But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
That's period, point blank. You're going to be preserved, but the wicked are going to be chopped down. And there's a lot more scriptures, man. It's so much. But like I always had to recently tell myself, we got 2 hours. I don't need to go over every scripture in 1 2-hour session. There's a lot more scriptures to add to these. It's so much. But the gist of it was trying to show brothers and sisters, our shield, our success, our covering is in Yahweh. The wicked it's already happening. They're being destroyed, right? Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna say, like, I always wanted to leave my kids, like, something of value, like money or home. I forgot that they need to be left with, the knowledge of how to
There we go.
be
Speak, sister.
responsible for those
Speak.
things. Because even if they have them, they can do wicked with it. Like, if
There
they're
you
not
go.
left with righteous morals and stuff, then what's the point of all
Now you're thinking. And it's not saying you can't leave them with a 401k, some Bitcoin and some money on the side. There's nothing wrong with that. But what's the point? If your spirit ain't right, they're going to smoke it all up anyway, right?
That's right.
That's going to be gone quick. So that is the key. What we should be doing and we worried about now. He said it, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these other things are going to be added unto us. Right? Your story, I was being facetious about that it is, it sounds not real, but that's literally all of us. I came into truth 15 years old. It ain't like nowadays. Brothers give rides. No. They was like, you see the bus I? Get that bus. And I had to work. I worked at Village Inn, right? I worked at Target, and I worked for the brothers on the weekend, right? Because, being a kid at the time, I was a weekend warrior until summertime, right? But I worked those jobs, and then I worked for the brothers. And I loved it. I loved it. You know what I mean? But that's what it was about. But I went from taking the bus to getting my little Altima little Teal Nissan Altima I got. Because why? I learned how to use the world. Use the credit. Right? This is all what we got. But how many times have my credit, your credit, or our credit been bad? And a brother said, you know what, I got you. I'm a cosign for you. Or your rib said, I got you. See, you live with this white man mentality that, you know what, all your debt got to be paid off. Show me anybody that's like that. Show me white people that all their debt is paid off. They ain't got no bills. Come on. They made it to where we're constantly struggling. So if you're in that mentality, like, but I got my hospital bill, bro, come on. That hospital bill ain't getting paid, bro. That ain't getting paid. I'm going to call and go do another chapter 13, right, and get that cleared out like Trump. How many bankruptcies did Trump go through? Do y'all know that? Go look at his record. He's been through so many bankruptcies because you know what? He's not thinking, man, I got to make it. He's using the world. The scripture says, use the world, don't abuse it. And he uses the fine line print to be successful. We gotta what? We gotta kill ourselves and kill another brother to what? Gain success. No, we don't. We can be just like them and what? Walk on that fine line to be successful, right? Helping each other, being with each other, uniting with each other. And that's what they do. They take advantage of this world, right? So anything else? That's concluding class. Did anybody have any questions on the topic? Huh? Okay, let's see if we got anything online. See a few brothers and sisters online. Good to see y'all in there. We love y'all. We miss y'all. We will see y'all. We can't wait to see y'all at the Passover. You know what I mean? Can't wait to see y'all at the Passover. It's feel like it's been forever. Right? So, and I'm talking about all of y'all. It's like the more and more you realize it's like we all we got. You miss brothers. It's like, man, I want to hang around that brother. Just sit there, talk with him, eat with him, drink with him. You know what I mean? If it's only for 30 minutes, right? And go to the next brother, 30 minutes. So we miss y'all. Anybody got anything on there? Okay, remember it is the Sabbath. Tonight's the Sabbath. Y'all got to keep it holy. No drama. No foolery. No madness. Out of all the days. Remember when you used to serve the white man Sunday? And go to church just for grandma? Right? You let grandma dress your ass up like a dummy and go to church? Well, the scriptures say, as in returning to the Lord the right way, seek him 10 times more. So this Shabbat is supposed to be way more than their little fictitious Sunday, right? With their little fictitious church, all right? Let's do it right. Keep away from the drama. No arguing today, right? Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be arguing at all, but if above all days, this day got to be recognized, all right? All right, so nothing online. Okay, let's salute them and say shalom, y'all. Shalom. We'll see y'all in Sabbath morning class. All right, other than that, I imagine we'll put your hot